Tonight, a fisherman missing from a boat off Port Stephens, believed to be dragged in by a shark. One man dead and another in custody after a standoff with police in Tamworth. Millions of free GP visits under the biggest Medicare boost in history, the PM's $8.5 billion pledge. The Pope's health battle worsens, the pontiff now in a critical condition. And Newcastle's Zach Hosking flying high ahead of the NRL season opener in Las Vegas.
There are certain things that have deeply concerned us because for some of you, you're in deep crisis and you need help.
He's someone that I do have love for.
Is that falling in love with him?
On a night of soaring emotion.
It would be really fun if we danced every night and then you dip me.
Jackie had a rap sheet of little grudges.
I actually bought it in case I needed it.
Wow.
One groom's charm backfires.
I was upset, and I had every right to be.
Big time.
You want to go there? Let's do it.
Oh my God.
Tonight at 7 on 9.
You mastered your mind. And all the while, you're on the train home. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Could I do the Lucky Deluxe Ultra Wash, please?
Add some thrill to your wait with the thrill of a $40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Keno Go. Download the app now.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Right now at Woolworths, discover great weekly specials across the store, like half price on Peter's drumsticks 4 or 6 packs, now just $4.75. Save $4.75. That's half price. That's today's fresh food people.
All these bills piling up on my desk, they looking like a mouth. All these little kids running around, I can hear their stomachs growl. I got bills.
Paying with points feels like free with your Westpac Altitude Rewards card.
Anaconda's epic summer wipeout sale is on now. Gear up for the great outdoors with unmissable deals. Save up to 50% off our great range of Dune 4-wheel drive fridge freezers. Pay less so you can play more during Anaconda's summer wipeout sale.
Anaconda!
Some things can come unexpected. But the experts at Novus Glass can help. Call us. Novus Glass, the experts in windscreen repair and replacement.
38 years manufacturing experience. Service centres nationwide. And layouts to suit everyone. Australian Caravan Centre is your go-to for Australian-made Supreme and Leader caravans.
This program brought to you by Scenic, the most all-inclusive cruise on Europe's rivers.
Tonight, a major search for a fisherman off Port Stephens, believed to have been taken by a shark. One man dead and another in custody after a dramatic standoff with police in Tamworth. The PM's $8 billion Medicare overhaul, 9 out of 10 doctor visits to be free. The Pope's health battle worsens, the pontiff now in a critical condition. And the Knights fire on the Central Coast in a pre-season clash with the Roosters.
This is NBN News with Jane Goldsmith.
Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking news. An air and sea search is right now underway for a man missing off the Newcastle coast, believed to have been taken by a shark. Let's go straight to Risa Utama with the details. Risa, what do we know?
Jane, it's believed the man was taking part in a fishing competition 55 kilometres off the coast when he fell overboard and was taken by a shark. New South Wales Marine Rescue alerting the ambulance after receiving the call for help over their radio around 1:30. A Toll and Westpac Lifesaver Rescue helicopter flying to the scene to begin the search alongside more than 50 other boats in the area. NBN News understands the man they are searching for was the skipper of his boat. Police and multiple ambulance crews turned down to the Port Stephens Marine Rescue Base around 2 o'clock to develop a plan of action.
Information is confidential, but we are using all of our resources to hope for a positive outcome. We're just on standby, we're just staging, so while we're just doing the search, we just have all resources available.
Now, this all comes just a week after fishermen off the Port Stephens coast came face to face with a 6-metre great white shark lunging towards their boat. One of those fishermen is currently out on the water, part of today's search. He's told us he believes the missing man was tracing a shark, then got tangled in the line, dragged out of the boat, and hasn't been seen since. Now, the sun is expected to set here today around 7:30, so it's believed the search will have to wrap up within the next hour and a half, but Marine Rescue New South Wales tells us they will continue the search tomorrow morning. Jane.
Risa Utama reporting there from Port Stephens. Thank you. Going to the GP will be free for most Australians under the federal government's ambitious multi-billion-dollar election pitch on Medicare. The coalition's swiftly moving to neutralise the announcement by vowing to outspend the funding pledge.
On the upper aisle in front of the card carrying Labor faithful, the Prime Minister carrying a card of his own.
One card guarantees it all. One card covers it all. Not your credit card, this, your Medicare card.
Announcing an $8.5 billion pledge, tripling the incentives for doctors to bulk bill. There'll be an additional incentive for practices that bulk bill all patients, with Labor forecasting 9 out of every 10 trips to the doctor will be free by 2030.
What we want to do is be sensible about this and make sure we get the settings right. I think it's important we'll look through the details.
But they didn't look for long. A few hours later,
I'm pleased to announce today the coalition government is committed to $9 billion worth of investment into our general practice network.
With extra funding for mental health services and early intervention on a Mediscare-style attack.
They're prepared to use this as a scare campaign.
Peter Dutton's record on Medicare isn't just scary. Friends, it's bloody terrifying.
The twin pledges come amidst falling bulk billing rates and increasing numbers of Australians delaying a trip to the doctor.
If you have to put off seeing a doctor because you can't afford it, then it's not just the individual who suffers, our whole society pays a price.
Well, Greens' pressure works. The Greens have been calling for GP for free for some months now.
The government pledging 2,000 new GP trainees by 2028, the largest training program in Australia's history.
This is part pledge, part policy and part politics, spending $8.5 billion to drag Medicare to the centre of a campaign that hasn't been called yet.
Extra funding, not exactly what the doctors ordered.
Our strong call is still for government to reform the underlying Medicare items so that we can see better investment in those longer consultations.
But welcomed as relief, if not reform.
And tonight, new opinion poll results have been released. Here's political editor Charles Croucher.
There is new polling just released from our colleagues at the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age as a Resolve political monitor that shows Labor's primary vote has fallen to just 25. That is 1 in 4 people voting for the government. The coalition sits at 39, and on a two-party preferred basis, that gives Peter Dutton and the coalition a lead 52 points to 48. As for preferred Prime Minister, the opposition leader leads in that stakes as well. However, for 1 in 4 voters there choose neither of the two leaders. This poll was done before this announcement today. The question tonight, is it a big enough circuit breaker to turn things around before the election and before Australians have their say?
There are growing fears for the health of Pope Francis, who is tonight in a critical condition in a Rome hospital. The 88-year-old required oxygen and blood transfusions overnight as millions of Catholics pray for the pontiff.
As crowds grow, so too does the grave concern. A day after Pope Francis's medical team said he wasn't out of the woods, a troubling turn. The Holy Father's condition continues to be critical, the Vatican said. Last night, the pontiff experienced an asthma-like respiratory crisis of prolonged intensity, which required the administration of high-flow oxygen. The Vatican added Pope Francis spent the day in a chair and that his prognosis remains guarded. More troubling, the revelation the 88-year-old's also been given blood transfusions due to signs of anemia. Our wish is that he can regain his strength to continue leading our church, this nun said. A Chilean priest adding, "We're here to pray for the Holy Father. We have all come together in a very spontaneous way." At Sydney's St Mary's Cathedral, the faithful gathered for Sunday Mass, with the ailing pontiff front of mind.
Yeah, hopefully the Pope's getting well, and it's not like our Father, you know.
We really hope that the Pope will get well really soon.
Similar sentiment at St Patrick's Cathedral in Melbourne.
We'll pray for him and hope that he recovers.
The Pope's condition has been the subject of much speculation. Yesterday's update doing little to quell fears over his health. Just over a week ago, Pope Francis was hospitalised with a case of bronchitis, which soon developed into a complex respiratory infection and pneumonia in both lungs. It's an illness he's beaten before, and in his home city of Buenos Aires, they're praying he will again. He's really an incredible human being. We are confident in God and in his recovery, this priest and friend of the Pope says. We believe he can recover, but he's in God's hands. Millions of Catholics around the world tonight united in prayer for their Pope. In Rome, Edward Godfrey, NBN News.
There are concerns tonight for former Upper Hunter MP Michael Johnson, who has gone missing. The 60-year-old made headlines in 2021 over allegations he raped a sex worker in the Blue Mountains, but was never charged. He was last seen at his West Tamworth home on Friday.
So again, some background there that we're unaware of, but in terms of why the person's missing, we only know that those details once we're able to speak to that person and get them any help.
Police are asking anyone with information to come forward. Emergency services have successfully located a missing bushwalker at Summersby Falls. Gathering just after 5 p.m. yesterday, the group trekked 1.7 kilometres down the sloped walking track before locating the person and bringing them to safety. Locals fed up with the youth crime crisis gathered in Kempe today, calling on the state government to impose tougher consequences for repeat offenders. Nationals MP Michael Kempe petitioning to reform the Young Offenders Act, while locals call for on-ground solutions.
Hundreds taking a stand against youth crime in Kempsey, those on the front line and victims speaking up. Marilyn Figgett saying she suffers from PTSD after 17 home invasions.
That something's done before somebody does something really, really serious, like kill someone in their own home.
We've recently had a shop owner who has been beaten with a golf club. We've had a lady that's been assaulted with an axe handle.
The Macleay Valley was recently promised $2.7 million by the Minns government to investigate local solutions like improving diversionary programs. Member for Oxley Michael Kempe says it's not enough.
What we have at the moment is not working. We need to make sure that we have stronger and tougher laws around bail and sentencing, and we need to see the social media pages that are glorifying crime shut down.
The Nationals petitioning for changes to the Young Offenders Act, like adult time for adult crime, and giving a voice to victims in the sentencing process, while changing the Dolly Incapax principle, which says kids 10 to 14 aren't capable of criminal intent.
What we want to do is strengthen that so that there is no discretion for a magistrate. If you are on bail for a serious crime and you commit another serious crime, you cannot be granted bail.
New South Wales Bureau of Crime Statistics revealing the number of children in youth detention went up by almost 32% last year. Premier Chris Minns telling NBN News they've already strengthened bail laws and created new post and boast laws, and that they're considering further legislative reform and are working to improve policing numbers by boosting pay.
From a prevention point of view, the New South Wales Police and the local police, we're in the PCYC every day conducting youth diversion programs. We're in the schools talking to the kids in schools. There needs to be taken into account the underlying facts of why these youths are committing those crimes.
Marina Trajkovic, NBN News.
The Watigan Park housing estate near Cooranbong is taking its next step. Families today exploring what will become a major dining, shopping and entertainment precinct. 10,000 people are expected to eventually live in the estate.
A construction site today turned playground. Watigan Park, located between Cooranbong and Watigan's National Park, already houses more than 1,000 families. Once it's complete, it'll home about 3,000.
It's been in the making for over 20 years. This town centre will cater for the approximately 10,000 people that will be living in this community.
These concrete slabs and walls might not look like much at the moment, but are steps away from becoming a shopping and dining precinct expected to open at the end of the year.
We've got Woolworths and specialty shops going in through the moment. We've got a large car park to the right of us, and obviously the shopping centre under construction at the moment.
These 6 arbours have planting growing right now, and the plants will grow through the arbours and it will be lit up at night, so it will be an amazing place for people to gather at night as well as during the day, providing shade.
Thousands turning out for the opening exhibition. This expo features an array of stalls from dentists, florists to representatives from the local marina, so prospective residents can get a taste of what life in Watigan Park would be like. Leisha Morrison says affordability and convenience, as well as a more rural lifestyle for her horses, were top reasons why her and her partner have put down their deposit.
Further out and more rural, but still easily accessible to Newcastle, Sydney and Central Coast, so we feel like we've got the best of all worlds here.
Angie Davies, NBN News.
The Westpac Rescue Helicopter Service celebrated 2 major milestones at their annual charity ball last night. The organisation marking 25 years of operation in Tamworth and 5 decades across northern New South Wales. The event an important moment for crew members to reflect on their years of service.
We were sort of outsiders from Newcastle when we started, and the community embraced us and they really supported us to the nth degree in times where they struggled, but they were always there for us.
The final count from last night's event is still underway, the organisation aiming to raise more than $50,000. There was no shortage of entertainment at the Hunter Valley Wedding and Wine Festival today. The event features an array of exhibits to inspire brides and grooms to be.
Hunter Valley attracts hundreds of weddings, thousands of weddings year-round, so it definitely attracts a lot of people today who are planning a Hunter Valley wedding, but not just Hunter Valley brides and grooms, also the Central Coast, Port Stephens, so it's a nice central sort of spot, and even Newcastle couples as well.
The event has been running for 6 years. And looking at the weather for the Hunter, the last weekend of summer, and wasn't it spectacular? 30 degrees at Lake Macquarie today, 27 for Newcastle, 17 to 31 at Williamtown. You're watching NBN News. Still ahead, the dramatic standoff in Tamworth that saw a man fall from a roof. Soccer fans clash in a wild street brawl in Melbourne. And the NRL stars living it up in Las Vegas.
You'd never do this blindfolded. Yet not checking before you dig online first is like digging blind. Avoid high-voltage electricity cables and high-pressure gas mains every time. Search before you dig online every time.
Isn't it strange to pay on-road costs for a youth that wants to go off-road? Amarok Style V6, now with free on-roads.
You mastered your mind. All the while, you're on the train home. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
To help ease cost of living pressures, from the 1st of January, there is a 1-year freeze on the maximum patient cost of PBS medicines and a 5-year freeze for concession card holders. Combined with 60-day prescriptions, the changes can help you save money and time, because your family's health is important. Find out more at health.gov.au/cheaper medicines. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
The Subaru sale event is on, with a symmetrical all-wheel drive cross-track range starting from $38,990 recommended drive-away price. Now including 3 years free servicing for a limited time. It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
Join Energy Australia's Flexi Plan and get a $200 sign-up credit on your first electricity bill. Join Energy Australia online today or call 133 466.
Move my next schedule to tomorrow noon and send it to Jen.
Newcastle adjustable beds, the highest quality Australian-made beds from brands you trust, all with a 10-year warranty, plus locally made premium natural fibre Bambi bedding. A better bed at a much better price every time. Newcastle adjustable beds, Warners Bay.
This is what pre-flight mornings look like around here. Doing the coffee run, not the M1. Finding yourself the perfect park. So go on, take your pick from over 250 flights a week from Newcastle Airport. Ah, that's the Newy way.
Harvey Norman, everything you need for your bathroom renovation. Save up to a massive 70% off Pravat tapware and showers, plus great deals on the latest bath designs, like the new Caroma Urbane 2 back-to-wall corner bath. Hot price. Harvey Norman, your bathroom specialists.
Get the job done right every time with Taylor's Outdoor Power Equipment. Get the biggest brands and the best products from the experts, plus accessories, parts, and service and repairs. So get into one of Taylor's 4 big locations or go online today.
One man is dead and another under police guard in hospital after a violent incident in Tamworth. A 55-year-old is accused of stabbing another man to death inside the home before climbing on top of the house. And a warning, this story may be confronting for some viewers.
A tense standoff at this South Tamworth home on a Saturday afternoon. Inside, a man with serious stab wounds. His alleged attacker barricaded in a bedroom before he breaks through the ceiling. Police firing beanbag rounds, barely phasing Peter Nielsen. Roof tiles now in hand, police try negotiating. Scores of locals watching on in horror as he wounds himself. Police rushing to stop him. Officers deploy a taser to no avail. Forced to barge in before he tumbles 2 floors to the concrete below. Quickly disarmed and arrested.
Non-lethal methods were used to deploy to prevent that male from injuring himself further and put him into custody.
And taken to Tamworth, then John Hunter Hospital.
He's still in hospital under police guard at the moment. I expect charges to lay within the next 2 days.
His alleged victim, Rick Garland. Tributes today remembering him as a passionate skateboarder. Ann Street has been cordoned off to the public for more than 24 hours as police continue to scour the scene, hoping to piece together exactly what happened and the circumstances leading up to last night's incident. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers. Gabriella Warner, NBN News.
The controversial Northern Beaches Hospital has now dumped a $99 fee to release the bodies of patients to loved ones if they die there. The public-private partnership hospital had been criticised for charging the cremation risk advice certificate. The development comes just days after parents Eloise and Danny Massa took aim at the hospital, claiming a series of failures led to the death of their toddler son, Joe. Soccer fans have clashed during a wild street brawl in Melbourne after the derby between rivals Victory and City. Windows were smashed and chairs and cafe umbrellas were thrown, with people forced to take refuge in nearby shops.
Tables, chairs, everything in sight used as weapons during a chaotic brawl. An umbrella transformed into a spear as thugs traded blows in the middle of busy Swan Street. Staff and pub goers were forced to barricade themselves indoors.
The scariest moment was when these 2 or 3 guys pushed in, and then I shut the door and they said to me, you need to open the door.
20-year-old Elsa Potter was serving customers when a man was knocked to the ground on the doorstep of her frozen yogurt shop.
One concern was getting all the customers and me, as far away from the situation as possible and, basically hiding out back just to not aggravate any further.
It's understood the group had been at Amy Park for the nail-biter derby between Melbourne Victory and Melbourne City, which ended in a draw. They spent time at a pub before the violence escalated.
Some guy just had blood streaming from his face, and I'm like, what the hell? It's 10 minutes of straight up fighting.
By the time police arrived, the group had run off. They did arrest a 27-year-old man from Melbourne southeast, but he has been released, so far without charge. No other arrests have been made and no one was seriously injured.
Have a little bit of decorum and chill out.
It's a draw anyway, so it's like, well, what are you doing?
Melbourne Victory has issued a statement saying it's working to determine whether any fans are connected to the brawl. Regardless, the club does not condone any form of violence or antisocial behaviour. Gillian Lantouris, NBN News. 6 more Israeli hostages, including 2 who had been in captivity for a decade, are tonight back with their families. But Hamas is accusing Israel of violating the ceasefire agreement after it delayed the release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners.
Avera Mengistu, Tel Shoam, Elia Cohen, Omer Shemtov, Omer Wenkert and Hisham al-Sayed finally free. Hamas again parading the men for crowds in Gaza, except for Arab Israeli Hisham. They went home with a wave and blowing kisses as their loved ones watched on. Omer Shemtov telling his parents, "You're heroes. I love you so much." Tears of joy and relief after more than 500 days of hell. Hisham al-Sayed and Avera Mengistu freed after more than a decade. Hamas, making 2 hostages still in captivity, watch the men being free. A few hours earlier, Hamas finally handed over the body of mother Shiri Bibas, with Israel now claiming she too was murdered by Hamas. The Bibas family saying, "We kept hoping we would get to hug them again, and now we are broken and grieving."
We have identified the remains of Shiri Bibas 2 days after identifying her children, Ariel and Kfir. Our examination found no evidence of injuries caused by bombing.
We had the hostages given back today. It's disgraceful what's going on there. They're not in great shape.
Israel says the release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners is delayed until the release of the next hostages is guaranteed and without the humiliating ceremonies. In London, Hannah Sinclair, NBN News.
NRL players say they're in Las Vegas for serious business, but today was all about fun. One star from Newcastle was given a once-in-a-lifetime view above Sin City, while the Panthers and Raiders captains took to the ice at a hockey game.
A time the Raiders' Zach Hosking will never forget.
We're about to take off on the chopper to go fly over the strip, fly around the stadium.
An evening chopper flight taking in the best that Vegas has to offer. A special look at the Sphere and also the ground where his Raiders will play the Warriors. While Hosking and the Raiders have been flying high, his old Panthers club have kept a low profile.
Now, you're a country boy. Are you a Vegas guy as well?
No, well, I've never been, and I don't know. I'm pretty keen to check it out. It looks, exciting, but I don't know. It's pretty surreal being here.
With so much success and media exposure over the last 5 years, Martin is confident this occasion won't get the better of his team.
You be with the Americans, but you're going to try to put on a bit of a show. You like the big hits and all that sort of stuff?
Oh, yeah, I'll just play my normal game, I guess. Hopefully they enjoy it, but won't be trying to be doing anything too different.
The brutality of Martin is his trademark, and he'll thrive at Allegiant Stadium. But playing there may not mean as much to him as to others.
You're an American sports fan?
Not really, not particularly. A couple of the other boys are more into it than me.
The NRL continued its integration with American sports. The Warriors, Penrith and Canberra attending the Vegas Knights ice hockey game. Isaiah Yeo and Joseph Tarpanay taking centre stage, hitting the ice to give locals an insight into rugby league, selling the code to a whole new audience. Danny Weidler, NBN News.
Lauren Kempe joins us now for a quick look at the weather. Lauren, it's been a fantastic fantastic weekend. What's in store this week?
It certainly has, Jane, and it's hard to believe that we only have a handful of summer days left, but the summer temperatures, well, they're expected to continue as we head into March. A slow-moving high-pressure system is tracking east from the Bight, while warm air is also set to spill east in the coming days. We could see temperatures reach close to 40 degrees in parts of the northwest. Mostly sunny throughout northern New South Wales tomorrow, a top of 37 degrees in Tamworth, 29 the top in Port Macquarie, 32 in Taree and 31 degrees in Newcastle. And Jane, I'll have the full forecast a little later.
Sounds good. See you soon. Coming up next, horror in France, police injured in a suspected terrorist attack. Why fruit and veg may soon cost shoppers more. And women wanted in the trade industry, the well-paid jobs now on offer.
There's something in the air at Birdseye. Our lightest fish with 50% less oil is air-baked by us for the crispiest crumb. New air-baked fish. An eye for good. Birdseye.
Oh, we must have met about 15 years back.
He just has this way of looking into my eyes, like...
Our kids even go to the same school.
Oh, did I tell you? He runs his own business. I'm definitely going to see him again.
Excellent. See you in 12 months, Emma?
Okay, great.
Because our stores are run by local optometrists, they put your care first, which can make them rather popular.
Apparently he's seeing half the town.
Book a bulk build eye test today.
Anaconda's epic summer wipeout sale is on now. Gear up for the great outdoors with unmissable deals. Up to 50% off kayaks and stand-up paddleboards. Pay less so you can play more during Anaconda's summer wipeout sale. Anaconda!
A career in primary healthcare offers more than you think. You'll have big wins and small. And you'll have loads of screaming fans. You'll be challenged to think on your feet. Sometimes about feet. You could go places you've never been and become part of a community that helps communities. Discover what primary healthcare has to offer. Join the team. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Planning even just a few dinners a week with HelloFresh can help in a lot of little ways. Less stress, more variety, no one getting prickly about dinner. No offence. Beautiful. HelloFresh, hello dinner.
That's a bit much.
Or is it just a question about self-discovery? To understand if your money could be doing more for your future, like investing with Vanguard?
Deep.
Getting injured was tough, but the financial strain was worse. Bauer Bosch have secured the financial support I needed. It was simple. I just filled out the free case assessment form online. Don't wait. Contact Bauer Bosch today for all the help that you need and deserve.
It's hard when you start to struggle at home, when you might need care at any hour. For care that supports the whole you, choose Glengara Care. It's an apartment home in a community. Glengara Care, your home with care.
McDonald Jones' huge homemade sale is on now. Hundreds of designs, all packed with unbeatable value. And starting from just $298,000. Now that's home made affordable. Start today and visit a display.
Experience the Mediterranean like never before aboard an Emerald Cruises luxury yacht on one of our hosted journeys in 2026. Join us for an exclusive preview event and save up to $12,500 per couple. Visit htg.com.au for details.
This is the moment a 37-year-old Algerian man was arrested after one person was killed and 3 police officers injured in France. 2 of the officers suffered serious injuries in the attack, while the man who tried to intervene, a 69-year-old Portuguese man, was killed. The suspect was on a terrorism watch list. French President Emmanuel Macron saying there is no doubt it was an Islamist terrorist attack. At least 6 people have now died and nearly 80 are injured after a roof collapse at a shopping centre in Peru. The iron roof collapsed in the country's north. 3 of the injured are in a critical condition. The search for survivors is continuing, but authorities say rescue dogs have found no signs of life. China has successfully launched a new communications satellite. The satellite replaces the ageing China Sat-10, which was sent into space in 2011 and is China's 8th orbital launch attempt this year. Police in Germany say a 19-year-old Syrian man suspected of stabbing a Spanish tourist at Berlin's Holocaust Memorial had planned for several weeks to kill Jewish people. The 30-year-old victim suffered serious neck injuries. Around 150 far-right protesters have marched through the city calling for an end to Germany's immigration policy. Donald Trump has spent more than an hour in front of his adoring fans at the Conservative Political Action Conference in Maryland. In a wide-ranging speech, he covered issues including immigration and conflicts in the Ukraine and the Middle East, claiming his predecessor, Joe Biden, returned 0 hostages held by Hamas.
Even though the hostages are coming back, I saw it this morning where we got 6 more back. Biden got none back, by the way, just so you understand, none, 0. He would have never gotten any of them back.
105 hostages were freed in the ceasefire deal brokered by Biden's administration in 2023. Almost 1,000 school students have been recruited to help scientists better understand extreme heat and how to combat it. The new program from the Powerhouse Museum, changing the way climate change is taught.
Away from the textbooks and on the tools. These students at MacArthur Girls High School are mapping their schoolyard with infrared technology as they learn how to beat the heat.
By 2060, you may see between 100 and 160 days above 35 degrees across Western Sydney. This is extreme.
Leading scientists among an expert team delivering a new program designed by the Powerhouse Museum, teaching students in Year 9 and 10 about extreme heat and how to adapt.
Giving them the tools and the skills to be able to solve problems in their community.
They need to know what they can do so they're not afraid of the future, and they feel that they're empowered to actually do something about it.
Playing politics, students learn how to mitigate heat-related issues in the community.
Not a lot of our bus stops are actually covered, and how much it can actually affect us. For example, it can give us headaches.
While also tracking temperatures with these microclimate data loggers, going towards research and even utilised by the Bureau of Meteorology.
Generations before didn't understand how big this issue is going to get. It's really good that we can get this data to help us learn how to keep cool in the heat.
This 10-week program is the first of its kind and will be taught to more than 900 students across 9 schools in Western Sydney this term. They include Cumberland High School, The Ponds, Doonside Technology, Holroyd and Seven Hills High School. The hot tips hope to be shared with the family.
Switch off the appliances in your home, because they also produce excess heat. Maybe only have a single room at home that you want to cool as your cool refuge instead of your whole open plan house. If you build right next to the fence line and leave only 3 meters of backyard, there's no cooling anymore. It will get hotter.
And it would seem the future's bright young minds are on the right track.
I think that they are thinking more deeply and more creatively about the solutions to extreme heat compared to most politicians.
At Parramatta, Hayley Francis, NBN News.
There are warnings tonight for consumers to brace for inflated produce prices after the devastating flooding in far north Queensland. Agriculture experts say crops have been substantially damaged, with banana, avocado and sugarcane the most affected. Other supermarket products could also cost more due to increased transport issues. For all the ladies out there who fancy themselves as handy women, you could turn it into a trade. TAFE New South Wales and Sydney Metro launching a new program to recruit more females. You can now try a trade for a day. And if you like it, training and jobs are on offer.
Building our future. Boring tunnels, directing traffic.
Truck and dog coming out from the north.
Women behind the wheel driving progress on the country's biggest infrastructure project, our new Western Sydney Metro line. But they need more. Less than 9% of the almost 100,000 strong workforce is female.
To plumbing, into electrical work, carpentry, heavy vehicle movement. So it's, many trades that we see on our Metro projects. These are well well-paid jobs, and we want to fundamentally change the culture of transport in New South Wales. And the way that we're going to do that is by getting more women working in the sector.
TAFE is holding Try a Trade Day so women with an interest can test out the tools.
I wanted the hands-on experience, even for me and my daughter. I've been at home with Bella most of her life, but yeah, I want to get back into something.
You don't need any qualifications to have a go, but you will be supervised for safety. And if you do find that you have a knack for it, you can learn more in a TAFE course.
There's so many pathways forwards, not only with TAFE, but with our construction partners.
We have so many jobs available. Over 50% of those are from Western Sydney. So to be able to work close to where you live, it's just an absolute boon for the area.
Sophie Upcroft, NBN News.
Sounds good to me. Sport time now with Adam Murray, and the countdown to round one begins for the Knights. Adam.
It sure does. Good evening, Jane. Their final trial today would have pleased coach Adam O'Brien. Fletcher Sharp all but locked down the number 6 jersey after an impressive outing against the Roosters. Also ahead, the Sharks hard at work in LA as they look to deal the Panthers' premiership defence an early blow. Plus, Josh Inglis unleashes against England as Australia gets off to a flyer at the Champions Trophy.
This is more than an off-road truck. It's a truckload of fun. Show your more adventurous side. My Plate's more than a plate.
I like it.
Everyone has a side, and with Macca's new McSmart meal, you can choose yours.
I like
Get a
it.
cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, plus pick a side. Available every day for just $6.95.
Asia is on sale with TripADeal. Save $200 and experience Ultimate Japan from $4,799 per person, including Qantas flights. Immerse in Japan's unique culture and experience the vibrant streets of Tokyo, the historic temples of Kyoto, witness breathtaking Mount Fuji and more. Plus, earn and use Qantas points on every booking. Hurry, sale ends February 27. For bucket list experiences at unbelievable prices, search TripADeal now.
Carmen, how's our gorgeous granola coming along?
I love it so much.
Carmen's low sugar granola. Gorgeously real ingredients. Gorgeously good for you. That's the Carmen's kind of care.
Red meat processing is part of our town story. Hundreds of locals working in red meat processing call our town home. We're proud to back an industry that supports our farmers, truckies and butchers. And we're here to stay, giving our future generations the same opportunity to build a rewarding career in the town they grew up in. Red meat processing, good for the community and good for the family. There's more to meat than meets the eye.
Flawlessly timing your refuel? That's pretty good. But 25 gigs of mobile data for just $12.50 a month is even better. TPG.
Montgomery Homes have been building houses in New South Wales for over 35 years. And that's how you know you can always rely on and feel at home with Montgomery Homes.
Fun, action, excitement at this year's Newcastle show. 3 unforgettable days of family fun. Thrilling rides, live music, animal experiences, centering entertainment, showbags and spectacular fireworks. Experience the best of country and city, February 28th to March 2nd.
No matter who you are, there's a place for you to play football with us. Registrations for the 2025 season are open now. Football is
everywhere! It's everywhere!
On the beach, at school, at the park, in the backyard or on the pitch. Football is everywhere in northern New South Wales.
Football is Newcastle.
Blake Macquarie.
The Valley.
Search Northern New South Wales Football to find your club and join our team, because football is everywhere in northern New South Wales.
The Roosters will be hoping trial form isn't an indication of how they'll fare in the regular season. Smashed by the Knights, 48-10. Newcastle's young gun Fletcher Sharp impressing with the first half double at 5'8". All eyes on Fletcher Sharp ahead of his second game in the number 6 jersey. Halves partner Tyson Gamble ruled out just before kickoff.
Just got some nerve pain in his back that we just saw, given he played 40 minutes last week, he's done the whole pre-season. It was probably smart just to pull him out of this one.
It offered Jack Cogger another chance to make a good impression at halfback before round one.
Are you sort of leaning towards Sharp and Gamble there, or do you like Sharp and Cogger as it is today?
Don't know, that's what trials are for.
So we've made that 5/8 position his own.
Yeah, definitely. He's obviously still got a lot of work to do, and he's definitely got the right attitude to do so.
Much improved from last week. There's still plenty to work on, but I thought I was pretty clear in my role today. I was given a pretty simple role, and I thought I went out there, and the team and myself, we implemented pretty well.
The Sharks have shown they mean business in the US at their first training session in Los Angeles. Coach Craig Fitzgibbon declaring he wants to see more from two of his biggest stars this season, starting next Sunday against the Panthers.
Just wrapped up our first session up at LA. We're in USC using all their facilities. It's been good. The boys are feeling good.
The Sharks are on the park. The first training session since arriving in the land of the free.
Good to get out there and have a bit of a run around with the boys and blow a bit of cobwebs off.
The blood's pumping again after 2 days of downtime that included a Hollywood star. Sharks fans will be hoping their stars shine a week from now.
We want them to see a team every week that's consistent, plays tough, goes hard.
The coach has his eyes on a crucial Sharks pairing for 2025 that includes Nico Hines.
Just want to see his combination work with Braden Trimble get better. They haven't played a great deal together.
Just been getting connected, staying connected off the field, and they'll come out on the field. I'm hoping so. So just doing a bit of work and we're building that combination.
And they're keeping a lid on the plan for revenge against the Panthers.
Can't say too much about that, but you're ready to go.
It's not time to leave Los Angeles just yet. The Sharks have one more hit out here in the City of Angels before they make their way to Sin City. The bright lights of Vegas won't dazzle the skipper. Sin City's almost here. You're going to get up there. What are you looking forward to about hitting Vegas?
Playing the game on Saturday and coming home. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Tonight, some team bonding at the ice hockey. There's now a week to go until the off-season is finally put on ice. In the United States, Jonathan Kersley, NBN News.
Josh Inglis could have been playing cricket for England. Today, he broke their hearts. The keeper scoring a stunning century to guide Australia to a 5-wicket win, their Champions Trophy campaign beginning in the best way possible.
A record run chase sealed with a 6.
And that is a fitting way to end this game.
Josh Inglis sinking England.
Oh, look, I think it's really special. It's a really tight, quick tournament. You've got to be right on it from the first game. So I think that's probably the most pleasing thing to get a win on the board in game one.
Australia made a flying start.
Oh, what a catch! That is an unbelievable catch.
Test keeper Alex Carey taking an instant classic without the gloves, but it was England in control.
And smashes it for 6.
Ben Duckett blasting 165. Their 351 run total, the highest in Champions Trophy history. And when their star fast bowlers struck early, Australia was in serious trouble.
I just tried to not look at the scoreboard too much, look at the run rate, just keep batting the way we were going.
Matt Short and Marnus Labuschagne started the fight back. Kerry and Inglis completed it.
Even better from Josh Inglis.
A month after making 100 on his test debut, Inglis's first one-day century saved Australia.
Pulled again. What a shot. What a way to go to 100.
An unbeaten 120 against the country where he was born and raised until the age of 14.
How much of an England fan do you feel now? Those days are long gone, I think.
Australia home with 2 overs to spare. A huge step towards the semi-finals. Sam Jordan, NBN News.
Cam Waters has made a great start to the Supercars season, sweeping the Sydney 500. Waters getting the job done in the wet in race 3 to beat reigning champion Will Brown. Race 2 went right down to the wire, leading for the final 16 laps. Brock Feeney looked destined to win before Waters flew up the inside to steal victory. After the break, the Mariners thumped it home by the Wanderers, and how the Matildas plan to bounce back from a 4-0 defeat.
Ever driven to the edge of the world? With a Hyundai Hybrid? Now you can. Discover the Hyundai Hybrid range today.
Life feels like it never stops. Until it does. Breast cancer doesn't wait. So don't wait to breast screen. It's the best way to find cancer early, before you notice a change or feel a lump. 20 minutes every 2 years could save your life. Book your free breast screen online or call 13 2050. You mastered your mind. And all the while, you're on the train home. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
Do I answer or do you?
Bring it on, let's talk.
Well, it was our...
First home.
The whole process, everything was a bit daunting.
We were just looking for...
Someone that could guide us through it all.
Our Aussie broker helped us get on the property ladder.
And heaps sooner than we thought. The app helped too. Know what your home is worth.
Or find your dream match, swipe right.
Not that app.
Working with our Aussie broker cost us
$0. I've only got
one bit of advice, chat to Aussie.
They went the extra mile for us.
Book a chat with an Aussie broker today.
Seen that new Ladbrokes Form Genius?
The AI-powered form guide.
Yeah, gives you track conditions, form and more to make better picks and more informed bets.
Genius.
What's gambling really costing you?
Thank you.
Get what you really want at the Ford Plate Clearance. With gift cards across a wide range of vehicles. Only at your Ford dealer while stocks last.
Eligible Bupa members can access 24/7 online doctors and more through Bluer. Which means more time for you with them. Feel good health catch on with Bupa.
Why would you mix your small concrete batch by hand when you can call a concrete taxi? There's no minimum order, no waste and no disposal fees. You only pay for what you use. Concrete Taxi, the small batch concrete delivery solution.
From country roads, the toughest terrain and iconic coastal views, the Hunter's Own O'Neill's Tyre and Auto Care have been getting you there and back safely for over 60 years. Because if you've got wheels, you need O'Neill's.
This report brought to you by Cox Mowers. Cox, proudly engineered Aussie tough for over 70 years.
Wanderers coach Alan Stajic says his team is still a long way off the A-League's frontrunners, despite extending their unbeaten run to 4 matches. Western Sydney's 4-0 thumping of the Central Coast, seeing them jump from 8th to 4th on the ladder.
Certainly we're improving, but for me, every week needs to be an evolution of the team with and without the ball, and still defensively, I still think we've got a long way to go.
Sydney FC is 6th after being held to a draw by Perth Glory. The Matildas' horror 4-0 defeat to Japan has forced the playing group into action, taking it upon themselves to hold an honesty session away from coaches.
They're honest enough to look at themselves and to look at what they want to do as a team and to regroup, and hopefully now we'll take that into the second game and put in a better performance.
They don't have to wait long. The Matildas face world number 1, the United States, tomorrow morning. Mayfield's Alexis Collins has made the most of her call-up to the young Matildas squad, scoring a hat-trick against the Solomon Islands in the national side's 12-0 win. Collins and the other 3 Jets in camp will be back in action against Thailand on Tuesday. Bell Swans are showing they mean business in the NPL, fighting back from a goal down at home to draw 1-1 with Edgeworth in their second game back in the top flight. Maitland is still adjusting to life under new coach Adam Hughes, going down to Cooks Hill 2-1 at number 2 Sports Ground. Braden Crowley squared things up for the Magpies early in the second half, only for Alex Hilton to undo all his good work in the 60th minute. This afternoon, defending champions Broadmeadow smashed Lambton 5-0. A traditional NPL grudge match in round 2, but today was more than just about football. The Westpac Rescue Helicopter Charity Shield was up for grabs, and both teams came together to remember young Charlie Turner, son of former Magic coach Chris Turner. But from the opening whistle, Broadmeadow was on song.
Can he create something here? Finds it, it does.
Kresner, who taps it home past Ben Kennedy. James Kresner with reason to celebrate. Bailey Wells had a shot from long range, and Ben Kennedy had plenty more coming his way. Simmons crossed it in, deflected lead, deflected again. Baker eventually sets up in the third attempt. Lambton's defence was in all sorts. Magic scoring 3 times in the first half. To make matters worse for the Jaffers, James Oates left the field with a knee injury. After the break, Broadmeadow kept its foot on the gas. Wells was at his classy best. Bailey Wells beats the screen at Ben Kennedy, and Magic pick up where they left off in the first half. Jaden Stewardson was introduced to the game midway through the second half. It didn't take the striker long to get in on the action. Stewardson on fresh and finishes. Magic recording an emphatic 5-0 win. Newcastle's Jason Sanger walked to the crease with 15 overs left in South Australia's innings and wasted no time finding the boundary. He found it 3 times, in fact, belting the ball to all parts of Adelaide Oval. But he was run out on 23 as he came back for a second in the 42nd over. Set 330 to win, Tasmanian opener Mitch Owen belted 149 of just 69 balls. A short time ago, the Tigers needed 20 runs off 4 overs with 2 wickets in hand. City's Nick Walker held on to this screamer and put Stockton immediately on the back foot in its T20 Summer Bash semi-final earlier today. Chasing 145, the Seagulls fell short, only managing 8 for 109 in reply. City is now taking on Merewether in the decider at number 1 Sports Ground. The Sabres openers were firing from the outset, both scoring half centuries, setting the Lions 211 to win. Newcastle Car Club played host to the opening round of the Northern Zone Series this weekend, and boy was it full of carnage. Jacob Higgins thankfully able to walk away from this scary incident on the opening lap of the KA3 final. Central Coast young gun Toby Spinks was the feature winner, with Harry Mitchell and Jet Adamson rounding out the podium places. And the Matara Longboard Classic, one of the longest running surfing competitions in the world, took centre stage at Bar Beach today. Kai Wilson stood tall in his logger heat earlier in the day, impressing the judges for a comfortable win. Jack Tyro and Kira Molnar were this year's longboard champions. Rodney Smith won the kneeboard event. And that is our look at sport.
Another big day. Thank you, Adam. How's the final week of summer shaping up? Lauren Kempe will have your Hunter weather details next.
One groom's charm backfires.
I was upset.
Big time.
You want to go there? Let's do it.
Next on 9.
Out on the patio, we'd sit, and the humidity we'd breathe. We'd watch the lightning crack over cane fields, laugh and think. This is Australia. This is Australia.
Colorbond, made by Australia.
With HCF Life Protect Insurance, members get up to $1.5 million cover to help protect their loved ones. And now, Kurt gets the rest of this ad to help out some loved ones.
I'm an underwater metal detectorist, and I recently found this wedding ring at the bottom of Empress Falls. And it has an engraving. So if your initials are S and K and you were married in December of 2017, get in touch. I'd love to get it back to you.
Oh, how nice of you. If it's not claimed, it's my size. I'm just saying.
Universities matter because of what matters to us, like medical research, finding cures and better treatments, crops that survive droughts, more doctors and nurses to take care of us in later life, because we need affordable energy and housing, healthier koalas, safer cars, cleaner water, For more ways universities benefit us all, visit universitiesmatter.edu.au.
Chuck it in the ute.
With more style inside and more power out, you can chuck more in the new GWM Cannon Ute.
The Hunter's been powering Australia for generations, and now we're bringing new energy to our region.
Already, clean energy projects across Australia, like this one in Newcastle, are generating new local jobs, training our people, boosting our economy and making energy more affordable, powering the hunter for generations to come. Find out more at futuremadeinaustralia.gov.au. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Don't let heel pain hold you back. At the Good Feet store, we understand your pain. The good news is there's a solution that's changing the game. Good Feet Art supports a clinically proven relief from plantar fasciitis and the pain in the balls of your feet. Book your free personalised art support fitting today at goodfeet.com/au or drop into the Good Feet store and do your feet a favour.
A help company would respond to the rise in extreme weather events by creating Help Nation, a nationwide initiative to help get communities prepared for them. So, that's what we're doing. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
We had postcard conditions across our beautiful region during the final weekend of summer, but it's not the end of the warm temperatures just yet. We have a little bit of inland heat heading our way briefly later this week. Moderate to heavy rain was recorded in the top end and isolated pockets of far north Queensland overnight. Light showers also seen throughout the southeast corner, but it was largely dry elsewhere. On the satellite, it's a pretty clear picture over our nation right now, and that should remain the case over the coming days. However, there is a broad area of low pressure gaining strength here in the Coral Sea right out to the South Pacific. We have three separate systems gaining strength alongside each other, and the chance of tropical cyclone development remains high in this region. The Sunshine State is likely to cop more heavy rain this week, and there is a chance some of this may filter into New South Wales. Plenty of heat in Central Australia, with the Alice topping out at 40 degrees tomorrow. Partly cloudy in Brisbane with a maximum of 31, down to just 21 overnight. Very similar conditions in Sydney, and that warmth will even reach Canberra with a top of 33. Near perfect weather throughout the Hunter and the Central Coast today, topping out at 30 degrees at Lake Macquarie, 27 at Nobby's Head and 32 degrees in Maitland. Nor'easterly winds switching southerly by late tomorrow afternoon. The chance of a light shower about the lower Hunter, but otherwise fine throughout the rest of our region. Plenty of sunshine along the coast, getting up to 30 degrees at Wyong, 31 degrees at Toronto and 33 at Wallsend. Partly cloudy further west, an absolute scorcher though throughout the Upper Hunter, reaching tops of 37 degrees in Muswellbrook, Mary Ward and Scone. Taking a look at coastal conditions for tomorrow, we have 1.5 metre seas with a 1 metre swell. High tide around 6:15 in the morning, with the low just after 1 in the afternoon. Sun to rise at 6:36 and setting at 7:36. Sunshine and a top of 31 degrees in Newcastle tomorrow, partly cloudy on Tuesday, topping out at 26, a few showers seeing us through to Wednesday, easing there on Thursday and Friday, but we could see the rain return this time next weekend. Scorching conditions in Scone on Monday, 37 the top, a slight drop in temperatures there on Tuesday before clouds return, 34 degrees the top on Thursday, 37 again on Friday, and we should see temperatures cool this time next weekend. And in Gosford, it's looking like a little bit of rain on Tuesday and Wednesday, a brief break in that before returning next weekend. And checking out the surf, there are a few fun little waves across some of our local beaches today. However, conditions were a little flat for those after the bigger sets. Plenty of sunshine though, and very nice in the water. Lots of blue skies throughout our region, and we can expect similar conditions again tomorrow.
Thank you, Lauren, and that is NBN News for this Sunday. From all the team here, good night.
Electra Drive.
The rug in its current condition has a few stains on it. We have 3 kids and a dog, so you can imagine what's on it. I didn't think it was too bad until I actually saw it rolled out.
Electra Drive's new state-of-the-art rug cleaning facility can deep clean your rugs like never before.
First thing I noticed was how clean it was. I think the results are amazing, much better than I thought they would be.
To refresh your rug like new.
Thank you so much, Electra Drive, for making my rug look like brand new.
Electra Drive.
Being able to talk to an Instant Scripts doctor anytime, day or night, helps us feel better already.
Over 2 million Australians have turned to Instant Scripts for their healthcare needs. Our doctors are here for you 24/7.
Qantas takes you to 100 destinations across Australia and the world. Book your next trip with Qantas. Plus, frequent flyers can earn or use Qantas points.
To help ease cost of living pressures, from the 1st of January there is a 1-year freeze on the maximum patient cost of PBS medicines and a 5-year freeze for concession card holders. Combined with 60-day prescriptions, the changes can help you save money and time because your family's health is important. Find out more at health.gov.au/cheaper medicines. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Hard to reach stains? Try Harpic Fresh Power tablets. Simply drop and go to help remove stains. Clean where the brush can't reach with new Harpic Fresh Power cleaning tablets. For easy toilet cleaning, try Harpic tablets today.
Know what makes the Aussie-made Ultimate 4U mattress so good? You also get one of these. How good is that? Get an ensemble base with every $18.99 Sleepyhead Ultimate mattress from your local Beds R Us.
At Hunter Homes, your dream home is closer than you think. With our 24-week build time guarantee, we're dedicated to getting you into your new home sooner. Backed by trusted suppliers and strict quality control, we deliver your home on time and to the highest standards. Start building your legacy sooner. Visit hunterhomesnsw.com.
Married at First Sight, brought to you by KFC FLG. Choose a finger-licking good life.
The future king's most trusted man
Do you think Harry's role in the royal family could change once his brother is king?
is on 60 Minutes.
Daniele, why won't you answer our questions?
Turning the tables on a furniture king.
I want my table.
A current affair Monday.
You haven't shopped around until you've tried Yui. Did we call Yui for our car insurance?
No.
Are we even trying to save money?
Shop around. Try Yui. You insured.
However these 6 symptoms of acid reflux feel to you, Gaviscon Dual Action acts in the stomach to neutralise acid fast and form a protective layer. For 6 symptoms, think Gaviscon.
11 essential vitamins and minerals, low GI, protein, high in fibre.
It's amazing what they squeeze into an up and go.
We squeeze more good stuff in, so you can get more out. Also available in no added sugar.
Flawlessly timing your refuel? That's pretty good. But 25 gigs of mobile data for just $12.50 a month is even better. TPG.
If you're not in control as a man, you're a beta.
Who are you texting? James. Is everything alright?
Yeah, it's nothing.
You're definitely alright.
Do you know what's influencing your kids? Learn the hidden trends of disrespect before they lead to violence. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
In my game, results matter. It's the same as United Legal Lawyers.
Getting the best results is what we do in every field. Just look at these results. First lawyer said 250K, went to United Legal, 850K. First lawyer, 350K, went to United Legal, 900K. First lawyer, 1 million, Pete at United, 10 million. Less cases, bigger results, better for you.
United Legal. Small, different, better.
$40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Keno Go. Download the app now.
Well, girls and boys, it's been another very exciting day for our friend Big Dog. Lots of adventure and fun for everyone. But now it's time for Big Dog to say goodnight. Good night, Big Dog. Good night, girls and boys. Sweet dreams.
From nature to you, introducing Botanica's first aerosol-free automatic spray, with fragrances infused with responsibly sourced natural ingredients to keep your home fresh 24/7. Botanica, inspired by nature.
Anaconda's epic summer wipeout sale is on now. Gear up for the great outdoors with unmissable deals. 50% off clothing by Body Glove and Cape. Some exclusions apply. Pay less so you can play more during Anaconda's summer wipeout sale. Anaconda!
Love to travel with Scenic on the most all-inclusive, ultra-luxury cruise on Europe's rivers. Explore remarkable waterways steeped in fairy tales, captivating scenery, and historic castles. Enjoy up to 5 dining experiences, spacious suites, and butler service. Scenic Europe River Cruising, in a class of its own. Book now and save up to $2,200 per person.
Take me back to the 80s. This isn't the 80s.
'Tis the 1680s.
Witch! She's a witch! This is ridiculous.
The Subaru sale event is on, with a symmetrical all-wheel drive cross-track range starting from $38,990 recommended drive-away price. Now including 3 years free servicing for a limited time. It's you and Subaru for a world discovered. See you out there.
Create stunning spaces with Lakeview Blinds Awning Shutters. Explore innovative products designed to inspire with expert advice and professional installation. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. Lakeview Blinds Awning Shutters. Visit our showroom today.
%, committed to you. That's a lot.
What do you mean?
No, I just... nothing. I fully agree.
Get 100% commitment. You insured.
Married at First Sight, brought to you by KFC FLG. Choose a finger-licking good life.
This news break brought to you by Harvey Norman for everything you need in furniture, bedding, home appliances and technology.
Good evening, Jane Goldsmith with an NBN News update. A man is missing off the coast of Newcastle, believed to have been taken by a shark while participating in a fishing competition. One man is dead and another in custody following an intense standoff with police in Tamworth. The federal government has made a multi-billion-dollar Medicare pledge to make GP visits free for most Australians. And the NRL stars are living it up in Vegas ahead of round 1. More news coming up soon.
Here at HCF, we created Flex My Extras so you can choose how you spend your limit. Spend a teeny tiny bit on teeth whitening or spend it all on acupuncture, or as I like to call it, spiky massage. Spend a little using online mental health programs. Sorry, this is private. Or spend a whole lot on physio. Join Flex My Extras and spend your limit your way. Now that's flexible. Wait, isn't she an actor?
Life feels like it never stops, but breast cancer
doesn't wait. So don't wait to breast screen. 20 minutes every 2 years could save your life. Book your free breast screen online or call 13 2050.
Here at HCF, we created Flex My Extras so you can choose how you spend your limit. Spend a teeny tiny bit on teeth whitening or spend it all on acupuncture, or as I like to call it, spiky massage. Spend a little using online mental health programs. Sorry, this is private. Or spend a whole lot on physio. Join Flex My Extras and spend your limit your way. Now that's flexible. Wait, isn't she an actor?
Even on the busiest of days, pain can get in the way. Choose Nurofen Advanced Liquid Capsules to unleash the speed of liquid, relieving headaches fast. And for those times when you need to get tough on pain, Nuromol's powerful combination of ibuprofen and paracetamol provides fast-acting, longer-lasting, more effective relief than paracetamol alone. Hit pain hard with Nuromol.
The experts always say to watch for red flags. Here's one you can't ignore. Skipping STI testing. No awkward conversations, no drama, just easy, discreet STI testing you can trust. Get tested today at stigmahealth.com.
Your home of free footy. 9 and 9 now.
This sport report brought to you by Harvey Norman for everything you need in furniture, bedding, home appliances and technology.
Good evening, Adam Murray with the Sport Update. The Knights guided Australia to a 5-wicket win over England to start their Champions Trophy campaign the best way possible. And Western Sydney thumped the Central Coast 4-0, seeing the Wanderers jump from 8th to 4th on the A-League ladder. That's all from the sports end. Good night.
Block drains? Don't stress. Fluid Plumbing will dispatch a plumber to you the same day when you call before midday. With our high-pressure blaster and remote camera, we'll clear your block drain for just $99. Block drains cleared fast.
Give us a call today.
Good evening and welcome to 60 Minutes. I'm Nick McKenzie. Coming up later in the program, does Prince William have what it takes to be king? First, though, alerting Australia to the increasing number of threats we face, as our top spy, ASIO boss Mike Burgess, prefers to do his work away from the public gaze. But tonight he wants every Australian to see and hear his message. It's one that couldn't be clearer. Burgess says that now is the most dangerous time we've experienced in the last 50 years. Our enemies are everywhere. And unless we all start taking the nation's security seriously, we're in for a world of pain.
Coming up, the state of Islam will not die.
The terrorist who plotted to blow up a plane over Australia.
It is a genuinely phenomenal terrorist plot.
He wanted to kill hundreds.
It was a level of creative execution that we have not seen.
Even his own brother.
Can you believe that they were willing to sacrifice you?
I can't forgive. Forget them.
That's next on 60 Minutes.
The abduction.
The wife of a Sydney businessman was kidnapped
by a family friend.
Follow all instructions or your wife will die.
How investigators took down this devious criminal.
I know exactly how Bruce Burrell abducted Kerry Whelan.
Monday on 9.
Multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. Well, it's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
If you can't live without Netflix,
Can't live without Netflix.
then you can't live without the AGL Netflix electricity plan, with Netflix included for the life of your plan.
AGL do that.
Join AGL's Netflix electricity plan today.
You haven't shopped around until you've tried Yui. What does shop around mean?
Well, with car insurance, you should try a few options so you find the best one.
Is that like how Auntie Kate shops around to find the best boyfriend?
I just have high standards, darling.
Oh, you haven't shopped around until you've tried Yui. You insured.
Anaconda's epic summer wipeout sale is on now. Gear up for the great outdoors with up to 50% off our huge range of water sports, camping gear, summer clothing, bikes, fishing gear and more. Some exclusions apply. Pay less so you can play more during Anaconda's summer wipeout sale. Anaconda!
Desire is more than an abstract metaphor of boundless freedom. It's driving a vehicle designed by the pioneers of hybrid luxury SUVs. Lexus NX. Desire never made more sense.
All these bills piling up on my desk, they looking like a mouse. All these little kids running around, I can hear their stomachs growl. I got bills.
Paying with points feels like free with your Westpac Altitude Rewards card.
If you can't live without Netflix,
Can't live without Netflix.
then you can't live without the AGL Netflix electricity plan, with Netflix included for the life of your plan.
AGL do that.
Join AGL's Netflix electricity plan today.
Every day is an opportunity to do as much or as little as you like at Palm Lake Resort. Our communities are built for your preferred over-50s lifestyle and offer an abundance of world-class facilities. You can look forward to forging new friendships, sharing great times, and making new connections. Find yourself again and again. New homes now selling. This is your time at Palm Lake Resort.
Mate, bro? No. I think I'm ready to quit. Solid.
Go Harvey Norman for great prices on quality Australian-made mattresses, like the Sleepmaker Walton Deluxe Queen mattress, just $11.99. Or for innovative Reflex Plus support, choose the King Coil Cairo Estate, only $19.99. Harvey Norman, your bedding specialists.
Some things can come unexpected. But the experts at Novus Glass can help. Call us. Novus Glass, the experts in windscreen repair and replacement.
The plot was as sophisticated as it was evil. ISIS terrorists had decided to target Australia. It was 8 years ago, and their nefarious ambition was to inflict maximum fear and loss of life by planting a bomb on a packed passenger plane and detonating it over Sydney. If they'd succeeded, hundreds of people in the air and probably more on the ground would have been killed. The plan failed, but as you'll see, only through sheer luck. And tonight, a chilling warning from one of the terrorists involved that ISIS remains a deadly threat and is inspiring a new generation of radicalised zealots ready to once again rain terror on the West.
Coming up. Every generation of the royal family has to reinvent the role for the generation that they serve.
The role of a lifetime.
He's going to bring down to earth wisdom and connection.
That starts with heartbreak.
He could become king sooner than what he ever anticipated.
Those who know him best reveal how William,
Just that what you see is what you get.
will wear the crown.
They're really going to do it their own way. They already are. That's not something going to change with a crown on their heads.
That's next on 60 Minutes.
When loved ones come together, all bets
That was a concussion after the wedding.
are off.
Oh, that's so like.
Tomorrow, a sister's love.
He has not asked me one time how my son is. You are focusing a lot on the negatives.
Ignites fireworks.
You are ratchet.
They are not good enough to be in your life. He is definitely not good enough to be in my nephew's life.
Pointless conversation. Goodbye.
Tomorrow, 7:30 on 9.
Harvey Norman floors are the floors Aussie homes are built on. Family-friendly carpets from just $17 per square metre. Up to 20% off Neptune hybrid flooring. Versatile, durable and great designs.
Your next flooring project's covered at Harvey Norman.
Hungry Jack's Carolina range. Try Whopper with flame grilled beef, sizzling bacon, tangy Carolina sauce and crispy onions. Or Jack's Fried Chicken Carolina. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
in a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. Well, it's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Whether it's the tricky way or the cheerful way, the weekday way or the your day way, however you enjoy it, life's a little more delicious than a Tellaway.
Isn't it strange to pay on-road costs for a youth that wants to go off-road? Amarok Style V6, now with free on-roads.
Double up bonus deal at Tank World. Buy 2 23 650-litre tanks from just $52.40 and we'll throw in a free Tank World 45 pump valued at $5.90. But hurry, only for a limited time. Think Tank World, 1-800-68 69 70.
Some things can come unexpected. But the experts at Novus Glass can help. Call us. Novus Glass, the experts in windscreen repair and replacement.
Your contemporary home at Harvey Norman. New exclusive leather designs for everyday luxury with the convenience of powered reclining actions. Stunning dining styles adaptable to every space with options to complete your look. Come in store and be inspired at Harvey Norman now.
Go! As the evening sets in, the energy rises. Laughter, conversations and unforgettable moments fill the air. But what happens when the power goes out? Don't let power outages pause your life. Keep going with Voltex Energy. Stay powered with reliable backup power. The Voltex NeoVolt home battery system got even more affordable. Take $650 off your Voltex NeoVolt and start saving today. Act now and contact us for more details. Easy finance options available.
Hungry Jack's Carolina range. Try Whopper with flame grilled beef, sizzling bacon, tangy Carolina sauce and crispy onions. Or Jack's Fried Chicken Carolina. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
A sense of belonging. This is a sentiment we've heard most from the homeowners across our many Palm Lake resorts. Our resorts are designed around social connections and creating spontaneous moments that make life grand. Every resort offers many ways for people to come together and thrive. New homes now selling. This is your time at Palm Lake Resort.
Forget the palaces, the priceless jewels, and all those forever fussing servants. Being the king is not an easy job. In the 2.5 years Charles III has been monarch, royal watchers say he's been impressive, especially considering he's been fighting cancer for much of that time. The thought is dreaded, but the king's illness is a reality check for the firm. It means there's added impetus to ensure Prince William is match fit for a possible call-up to the top job. So how will the 42-year-old wear the crown? Is he really ready to reign? It could change once his brother is king.
Coming up on 9's Late News, the latest on the health of the Pope. Our Europe correspondent is live in Rome. Also, a shocking suspected shark attack off the New South Wales coast. And more free trips to the GP, the government's multi-billion-dollar pledge. I'll see you shortly.
Harvey Norman floors are the floors Aussie homes are built on. Family-friendly carpets from just $17 per square metre. Up to 20% off Neptune hybrid flooring. Versatile, durable and great designs.
Your next flooring project's covered at Harvey Norman.
Go! From nature to you, introducing Botanica's first aerosol-free automatic spray. With fragrances infused with responsibly sourced natural ingredients to keep your home fresh 24/7. Botanica, inspired by nature.
At Officeworks, we won't be beaten on price. Upgrade your home Wi-Fi for $225. Or get this Signet 32-watt rapid charge bundle for $39. Make bigger things happen at Officeworks.
At
Coles, enjoy long summer nights with quick chicken dinners. With Coles RSPCA approved chicken breast schnitzel, plain crumb 600 grams on special for just $7.30 a pack. Summer tastes great with great value, hands down at Coles.
The world is changing, and so is AGL. It's why more Australians are changing to solar, batteries, to electric vehicles, and updating to efficient all-electric homes to save on their bills. Discover how you can join the change with AGL.
Hungry Jack's Carolina range. Try Whopper with flame grilled beef, sizzling bacon, tangy Carolina sauce, and crispy onions. Or Jack's Fried Chicken Carolina. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
It's the Mitsubishi factory clearance, and you're good to go with a $2,500 bonus on Outlander petrol. All backed by Mitsubishi 1010, so you are good to go.
Go Harvey Norman for great prices on quality Australian-made mattresses, like the Sleepmaker Walton Deluxe Queen mattress, just $11.99. Or for innovative Reflex Plus support, choose the King Coil Cairo Estate, only $19.99. Harvey Norman, your bedding specialists.
Go! Experience the Mediterranean like never before aboard an Emerald Cruises luxury yacht on one of our hosted journeys in 2026. Join us for an exclusive preview event and save up to $12,500 per couple. Visit htg.com.au for details. Some things can come unexpected. But the experts at Novus Glass can help. Call us. Novus Glass, the experts in windscreen repair and replacement.
I'm Lawrence Ancliffe, your Liberal candidate for Patterson. As part of the Liberal team, I'll fight to rebuild the economy, get inflation under control, and make housing more affordable. Patterson needs a strong voice, and with your support, I'll deliver for you.
Authorised by Seastar and Liberal Sydney.
The Polaris clearance sale is on now. Save $1,000 on the Ranger SP 530, now from $16,995 drive away. This class-leading nimble workhorse is equipped with all the features you need to get the job done. Plus, with a 5.99% finance rate available, you could own a Ranger SP 530 from only $80 per week. But hurry, offer ends March 31st. Visit your local Polaris dealer today.
Your home of free footy. 9 and 9 now.
And that's our program for tonight. But before we go, a reminder to catch up on stories you've missed and to check out the 60 Minutes 24/7 channel, head to 9Now. On this week's 60 Minutes podcast, Extra Minutes, the lessons that need to be learned from Islamic State's failed terror plot against Australia.
They packaged up explosives, popped them in a DHL courier box and literally posted them around the world to test border security.
That's Extra Minutes, available now on your favourite podcast apps. We'll be back next week with another edition of 60 Minutes. I'm Dimity Clancy. Good night.